to me. So I literally grew up believing that men, for one, don't work, because I never seen a man get up and go to work. I grew up believing that men went to prison and went to jail. So I aspired to be a man. How do you become a man? You got to go to jail.
Yeah, we got Charleston White and Jesse Lee Peterson, two of the black liberals' most hated ops, outside of Candace Owens, of course, engaging in a very deep conversation about the black culture and who actually controls it, and why joining GANGs happens to be popular amongst young black males.
What made you get involved with them?
It was everything I was looking for, coming from a single parent home, never been spanked by a man, never been disciplined by a man, never been corrected by a man, never been hugged by a man, never had a man say, I'm proud of you, never heard a man say, I love you. So the older guys in the gang gave me the affirmation that I sought to have from a father figure. No. You talking about a child with an undeveloped brain. They don't know what the fuck they doing. Yeah, you talking about an undeveloped brain kid. Everything that a kid does is it's all impulsiveness, right? Based on what they feel or what their friends are doing. I just wanted to belong. It wasn't a matter when you're going through what you're going through as a kid, you don't know I'm doing this because Dad's not there.
Right.
You just know you feel something.
Yeah.
You just know you was born into a condition. You was born into a situation where your dad's not around. You don't know that's not normal. So I met a kid. Go ahead. I met a kid once before here recently, and he's had both his mom and his dad. And so I asked him, hey, what's it like to have both your mom and your dad?
Yeah.
He couldn't understand what I was saying because he don't know what it's like not to have.
That's right.
So to grow up and every child you see don't have a dad, that becomes normal. It's the house with the dad that everybody say, hey man, they got a dad over there. So you don't know until you grow up and you can look at your life and assess your life, where you can start connecting the dots. But when you're a kid, it's your environment, it's the conditions, it's your nurture, the foundation of your home life dictates what you're gonna go outside and become.
It's interesting. It's interesting in that your mother brought you out of poverty, or and bought a home. She got a job. And you and your brother ended up with your own rooms and everything, and yet that wasn't enough for you. So how
I've never been to prison.
I mean, jail.
Let me just say this.
To jail, right?
I went to juvenile. I went to a boys' home.
Oh, okay.
Let me just say this.
Okay.
Culture, right? Culture is way more influential, way more powerful than home life, upbringing. Let me give you an example. There was a time when black people and there was white people standing in the crowd saying, I don't agree with that. But they wasn't going to speak out because culturally it was okay to hang them. There was a time when white people said it was okay to enslave black people. But there was a part of the people that says, no, that's not right.
Yeah.
But culture says we're going to do it. So you put your head down based off what you was raised. But overall, the culture influences it all, right? That's why culture is so strong and so impactful. So here I am. I'm born into a culture that goes against what my mother teaches us.
Yeah.
I'm born where my culture, I got my mom saying, you need to go to work. I got an uncle who I see on a regular basis by way of being family members. He a pimp. I got a grandfather who sell drugs. I got another uncle who sell drugs. When I look across the street, I got another neighbor. He's getting out of jail for robbery. My cousin. So when I come inside and I cut my television on, I'm born in 1977. Think about the culture then. pimps was glorified during the black exploitation film era.
Yeah.
Superfly, the Mac. So I'm growing up watching all of this on the culture. I got a mother going to work. My culture don't show me mama going to work, but I see mama going to work. All the things that my culture present to me is negative.
Yeah.
And I have these same negative images, not just in my family, they in the community, they at my friend's house, they outside the school. So biblically, my mother says that the Bible says a son can do nothing without his father, that he can only do what he see his father does. So if there's no father around, who do you mimic, mama? So I know a lot of young boys who didn't have no uncles, didn't have no brothers, didn't have no male cousins. So they was the little boy sitting down peeing outside when we were standing up peeing. So I seen a whole lot of little boys who was mimicking mama. So they sat down and pee until they went to school.
Yeah.
So I had uncles and mimic, right? So Confucius said, he who controls images controls minds. My little mind was being controlled based on me being young with a young, impressionable mind. So it's not that I went against my mother. I have a culture. You got NWA, the police. So all of this is being pushed upon us as children culturally.
Yeah.
Boys in the hood, menace to society. They take away the Cosby Show. They take away a different world. So culturally, man, all the negative images is being propagated to me. So I literally grew up believing that men, for one, don't work, because I never seen a man get up and go to work. I grew up believing that men went to prison and went to jail. So I aspired to be a man. How do you become a man? You got to go to jail, nigga.